Hey everybody, this is Butch. How you doing? Glad to be here with you today. This is first time I've actually used my computer. Okay, everybody, this is my first time doing two cameras at once. I'm going to be doing a live feed, and I'm also going to be doing a regular feed. And tonight I'm making actually one of my favorite dishes, and it's a shrimp dish that I really like. That every once in a while I'll get ambitious and want to make. So tonight was that night I became very ambitious to do. So what I'm going to start out with is, you can probably see, I cut up some wonderful vegetables, some red onions, some asparagus, some green onions, and also some, you're going to see some regular white onions. But you know, when I was a kid, it's amazing because I really didn't like onions when I was growing up. And now I love onions. So as you can see, I'm going to put those in here. Now what I've done is I've added a little olive oil, and I'm going to let those saute down some. So as they're sauteing, I'm going to start adding some additional things. So you can see here we got celery, asparagus, and we have white and brown onions as well. So we're going to add that to the pot too. We're going to move all that in and let it do its thing. One big push. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. So, and I did have one additional celery stalk that I did not use. If I was making a Bloody Mary, it'd be perfect. But I'm going to go and chop that up as well. We're going to bring that over here, and we're going to put that in. So, that's doing its thing. Medium heat. And we're going to saute this down. We're going to really let this cook down to nothing. I mean, and then as this cooks down, we're going to then start layering it with other ingredients. So what we're going to do next, as that's cooking, we're going to do a little black pepper. Maybe about, you know, it's really difficult for me a lot of times to tell you how much, because I cook by feel. I don't really cook, you know, by like a teaspoon or tablespoon. I kind of cook by feel. So for me, it's a little difficult to just say. But I would say it's probably about 2 tablespoons of black pepper. And we're going to use some seasoning with some oregano and celery seed. We're going to also add some black pepper, because we want to really season. And again, even with the black pepper, we're going to probably use about 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Then I'm going to use a little fennel seed, and we're going to use maybe about 1 tablespoon of fennel seed. And we're going to use a little thyme. Thyme leaves, about 1 tablespoon of thyme leaves. There you go. And we're going to let that continue to cook. And it's smelling great. It's cooking down nicely. Oh yeah, that's looking good. So, you know, when I'm cooking, I always like to show you guys what things look like. And you can see what it looks like right here. It's coming out real nice. So we're going to go in and continue to let that cook. And in the meantime, of course, as you know, when I'm cooking, I have to have a little beverage to relax. Because most of you say, Butch, it's late. Why are you cooking now? Well, this is what relaxes me after a long day of work and just doing so many different things. I get to come in and really do my thing, and that's cooking. Perfect. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's coming out real nice. I'm going to let that continue to just cook down. That's just looking great. And we're going to take and add about 2 tablespoons of garlic. And this is minced garlic. All right, perfect. I'll season that up nicely. Now, this dish that I'm making tonight, which is kind of neat because you can put it over pasta, you can put it over rice. And actually, tonight's dish, I was making it primarily for rice. But I'm going to be also putting this over some pasta. I may not do it tonight because one thing about it is when I sample stuff and I'm cooking, I'm not hungry when it's over. Of course, most of you probably have seen that before. When you're cooking, it's something you enjoy, you tend to not be real hungry. You're like, I'll eat later. Now, some of the things that makes this dish is the wonderful shrimp. As you can see, 2125s, nice shrimp. And this is what's, I got about 4 pounds of shrimp. So there's a nice batch of shrimp here, you can see. I've seasoned them. It smells delicious. They're ready to go. And then one other thing that I'm going to add to it, which I really like, because this gives it another dimension, which normally is a little different, is real crab meat. Real crab meat. That's good. That's delicious. So, I'm going to take the real crab meat out. And I'm going to put that in with the shrimp. So now you can see all that crab meat. Look at that. Look at all that great crab meat that's in there. So I'm going to mix this together because it's already seasoned. The shrimp are already seasoned. The crab meat is just nice chunks of crab, fresh, great. This is our base, and it's really cooked down nicely. It's just about where we want it. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. That's coming out good. And this is really what I wanted it. I wanted it to just cook down because once I start adding the shrimp, it's not going to take long. And the crab, it's just going to kind of settle and it's going to be wonderful. It's not going to take long to cook at that point. The vegetables are what takes the longest. Now what I have here is a little sangria. This is one of my white sangrias that's aged for a while. Oh boy, that's really, really good. We're not going to put a lot of sangria in it, but we are going to put some in. Going to put about that much sangria in there. Oh, yeah. And while we stuck that sangria in, we also need to have a little sip ourselves. Sangria is good. Mm-hmm. Now, one of our key ingredients that you probably, everything tastes better with what? Butter. So actually we have 3/4 of a cube of butter. And I'm going to put that in the pot. Yes. So now, it's looking really good. I'm going to really let that cook down because the seasoning is perfect. We've added our butter now. It's going to really give it that flavor. Everything is starting to settle and cook its way down. And it's not going to be overpowering. The one other ingredient we're going to add is some clam juice. Clam juice, we bought a 1/2 cup of clam juice. Well, we're going to put the whole thing. So the clam juice is really going to give it some additional flavor. Now, see, especially with the shrimp and the crab, now with the clam juice, that's going to really kick it up a notch. And this is coming out really, really good. Oh, wow. So we're rolling. We are rolling. So I'm going to take a slight break, let this cook down, and then I'm going to come right back. So now I want to come over to my Facebook Live crew. Hey, everybody. Let me see who's on. What's happening? What's happening since I've been filming? Hey, Lynn, Robert, Joe, Rodrigo, everybody. How's everything going? This is the first time that I've actually done. Hey, what's up, Shalonda? So I decided, I was going to do 2 cameras, one live, one not, because I really wanted to capture the essence of some of the things that I was doing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek that everybody else isn't going to get. Look at that. Look at that. That's coming out great. And I'm going to put this one back up so you guys can at least see it. And hopefully everything continues to work good. And of course, it's a beautiful evening, and we got a little Pacifico. Wow, this is cooking down really nicely. And see, this is a great dish because this can go over just about anything. You know, pasta, rice. You can actually eat it by itself because of consistency that I made it at. And I'm going to bring a little over so you guys can take a look at it. Look at that. Wonderful. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Woo! That is delicious. That's great. Okay. I'm going to start my other camera back up and get it going. Okay, now we're getting ready for phase 2 of this dish. Because right now, everything is really cooking down nicely. We got all those great ingredients. We got that wonderful clam sauce. We got the sangria in there. And it's really just has given it up. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful looking? Look at that. Look at that. As a matter of fact, I hate to waste the sangria. I'm going to add a little more. And then, you know, you always got to be nice to the cook. So you got to add a little sangria to the cook as well. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Very good. So now, this is cooked down. This is ready to go. I'm now going to add this wonderful crab and shrimp to the dish. So we're going to start pouring that in. I'm going to add a little water. Because we want to get all those juices to that dish. And that's coming out really nice. I'll mix that up. Wow. Yes, this is perfect. And like I said, I use about 4 pounds of shrimp, primarily because I like to make sure everybody that tries this dish gets plenty of seafood. I don't like it when you make a dish and it's seafood based and you only get a few. You only get a few pieces of seafood in the dish. So I always try to make sure that I have plenty of seafood in everything that I cook. And so like this, we got a lot of crab, we got a lot of shrimp, and we have all the wonderful seasonings that are part of this. So this is cooking down. We're gonna let this just simmer, and we'll see those shrimp, and we'll see that crab, and we'll see all of this just start turning colors. Now, because I've added more water and I've diluted it some, I'm going to now layer a little additional seasoning to the pot. One of the things I want to add is I'm going to add a little more garlic, about another tablespoon of garlic. And my oregano seasoning, I'm going to add a little more of that. There you go. And one last piece that most of you know is my signature thing, which I love, is I'm going to add some corn. I like corn. You know, some people always ask me and say, "You're not adding corn?" Yes, I am. To this dish, yes, I am. So I didn't add a lot. I only added a can of corn. And then this is cooking down really nice. Now, just because I feel like I need to do something a little different tonight, I'm going to try something else. Something that I normally don't add to this dish, but tonight I feel like it's necessary. I'm going to add a little jalapenos to it. Jalapenos. Oh, yeah. Give a little spice. It's cooking down real nicely. Now it's gonna really kick it up a notch, especially with that lump crab meat with those jalapenos, with that shrimp. This is perfect. So it's ready to go. We're going to let this cook, and we're going to come right back. So over to my Facebook friends. I hope, who's still there? Let's see. Anna Marie, Shalonda. Hey, what's happening? Anthony. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? The smell must be awesome. Yes, it is. Carrie, takeout available. Bridget. Hey, Bridget. How you doing, Tony? What's up, Doc? So, you know, things are they're really coming on now. I mean, the smell is wonderful. And the dish is really coming on nicely, especially now that I've added those jalapenos. It's really looking good. I've added some additional seasoning. Wow, I didn't even see that one. We got a giant shrimp in there. There was one shrimp in the batch that got away. Now, the dish that I'm making now is pretty thick. Normally, I don't make it this thick. But tonight, I wanted to try something different. Oh, wow. Wow. That's perfect. That's coming out good. So, we're going to just let this simmer, cook, do its thing. And while it's doing its thing, we're going to enjoy our Pacifico. Oh, wow. Whew, it's good. What's up? What's up? And Angie, what's happening? I'm getting ready to go to bed. Looks great. Thank you. Hey, Wayne, everybody. Yeah, it's coming along real nicely. And we're just letting everything simmer and cook its way down. The taste is just the asparagus, all the vegetables, and it's got so much shrimp. I mean, nobody's going to be unhappy about this dish. So I've done the hard part. All I got to do now is let it do its thing and cook. I can take off my cooking jacket now and I can relax. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the dish tonight. It's a real simple dish. This is my white shrimp, white wine, in a white wine sauce. It's a real simple dish with, of course, a lot of vegetables, and it's got asparagus, jalapenos, celery, onions, white, red, and brown. In addition to that, and green onions. In addition to that, it's got 21-25 size shrimp, along with lump crab meat. A lot of lump crab meat, 4 pounds of shrimp, cooked down, sauteed, olive oil with the white wine, garlic, and seasoning. Let it settle, and you got a wonderful dish. And I did something a little different tonight. Instead of me adding the white wine, I added sangria. That was the only difference. And it was homemade sangria that I made. So it really came out good. So thank you for joining me tonight. And stay tuned. I'm going to be making fresh jam and jelly from scratch here on the Cooking Bachelor. So stick with me. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.